Hi everyone, it's Carbundance and I wanted to respond to some questions that I got via Instagram via PM, and I'm not going to mention the name because they asked me these questions privately. And so if you want your comment to be answered in a video, let's say you put hashtag ask Miri into the comments and then you put your question, and then you can also say if you don't want your name to be mentioned in the video, because I got some complaints about that, which I can't really comprehend, because I think if someone comments publicly then it's fine to also mention the name publicly, and also I think some of you might be happy if I mention the name. So if you don't want it to be mentioned in the video with your question with hashtag ask Miri, then please specify, make it clear. Okay, let's go. I'm going to go through the questions first. To my case, I am weight restored, but now there need things to be done. Blue hands, no period. Yeah, so that means the metabolism, like all of the functions, are not running ideally. I was never sportive, like despite the weight restoration. Yeah, we have to note that, because so many people think that once you're restored to a normal BMI, or like some people even think, and I used to think that as well, like that the lowest normal BMI would be enough, but you need, not in all of the cases, but in some cases you need a little bit more weight for the body to be able to trust the situation again, and so that it can become generous with spending energy on all of these non-life essential functions. And so yeah, I was never sportive. It is just happened to diet industry and false beliefs. My family is also not sportive, in case we had a history of starvation, especially on the female side. My mom's metabolism is very high. She is okay, I'm not going to name the numbers, and needs even on holiday up to 3,000 calories. She's 50 and premenopausal, so it's considered that my metabolism must be as high as hers. It's likely. She smokes a lot, but thinks that her petite would be so big even without. My problem is that I was so addicted to movement that I lost my soul into this. I'm so sorry. And because I was never really sportive, I think I'm not burning enough. So the reason why you think you are not burning enough is, of course, you have this fear of not burning enough, and your eating disorder makes you so afraid of weight gain. And you have this kind of number that you're not allowed to go over in terms of weight gain, and that is why you're still on the brakes with your feet. I know how it is. I used to be there. So yeah. So these were actually from 2019. I'm just going through all of the questions she ever wrote to me until today, because I also have an up-to-date one. And sorry, you know who you are. Sorry that I could not respond earlier. A question of mine is also if you were only able to recover on high numbers and still eat them in your OCD-free life because you were sportive. So this was in 2019. So I am not exercising since, like, I have not been exercising like any kind of rigid daily or even weekly schedule since I had my adrenal fatigue, and that was in 2014. It took a long, like, it was also not only but also due to the overtraining, but also, you know, a lot of the effects came because I was under eating in that time also. But my body needed so much rest for a couple of years, and then ever since then I actually didn't want to start to like exercise again, and I have really just walked since then. But be reminded, it's not that kind of lower level movement where I was just, you know, just like burning the calories and just, you know, just by walking for hours. No, it's like half an hour per day or something, or even like if it's with friends or so, with like for an hour, just things that I had never done ever since then, to burn calories. And so you're asking if I was only able to recover on high numbers and still eat them because I was sportive. I would say no. So I was eating those minimod high minimum numbers then, and I would not say that I was sportive. And I think the reason why you're so afraid that you cannot eat these high numbers is because your metabolism is not high right now. It would be naturally, but you have suppressed it in an unnatural way. So right now, I suppose that it might not be high, not as high as your mom's. And also, like, it doesn't even matter if you have the same metabolism. Your body and your mental and physical hunger will get you to a point where your metabolism is high, like perfect for you, and you can stomach literally these high calorie numbers. It is not unnormal for people to be able to eat this high calories. It's actually those numbers are the ones that normal, healthy, like normal eating, healthy people that never dieted or that don't have any problems with food eat day in, day out. It's not very special. So this one is in German. I'm going to translate. Could you give advice? I was maniac in summer, so this was in 2020, with 130 heart rate after anorexia that lasted 10 years. In the first year, I gained weight very quickly with 3,000 calories without me being content about it. I've got a lot of physical damages. Then within 1 year, I actually lost all this weight again. So she relapsed, and she says in BMI, I'm not going to mention that, but it's too low. And now I've got that stupid starvation mode again. Yes, it's no surprise. So I'm compensating a lot. A trainer said to me recently that I should like intentionally decrease. Okay, what decrease? The calories, I guess? Or is it the movement? I don't know. And not being maniac anymore. What could I do? I wanted to run a marathon, but I'm, even for the everyday life, too weak. Should I just pull through with 2,440 calories, no matter how much I move? According to statistics, a healthy woman needs rather this amount when she moves moderately. I'm really, like, I don't know what's right. I do have libido. Hair very, very strong. Like, maybe she means that her hair is really, really strong and growing. That's good. So the fact that you're mentioning that number, 2,440 calories, that shows me straight away that you are not going about it the right way. The goal and the intention about it all, like the point of it all, is to not micromanage and control your calorie intake anymore. And that was a long way for me too. But the thing is, if you eat completely unrestrictedly, then you are going to easily get that minimum. And that's the most important thing. And the fact that you've gained weight too much, that is, your eating disorder says that is too much. I've also gained weight. And you have to really just keep eating unrestrictedly until your weight balances itself, without you doing anything, without you micromanaging anything about it. And that was a long way for me too. But the thing is, if you eat completely unrestrictedly, then you are going to easily get that minimum. And that's the most important thing. And the fact that you've gained weight too much, that is, your eating disorder says that is too much. I've also gained weight. And you have to really just it really is not like, yes, on a general scope, yes, carries in, carries out, fine. But what many don't recognize is that the body decides, okay, I have really enough fuel for a long enough time, I can now go repair this stuff, or I can now actually increase the heart rate, or like I mean the resting heart rate, not what you have here when you go for a run. But I can now make a period. I can now, like anything, your circulation, your, like the hands, any kind of thing. And if you are micromanaging that by decreasing your intake, you will always stay in this. You will always have to control in order to maintain your weight. And in order to be perfectly healthy and for your body to have in order to get there where you can effortlessly maintain your weight, your healthy natural body weight set point, then you have to give the control over to your body, and you have to accept some weight gain. You're not going to get there as long as you keep relapsing. Okay, I'm sorry if this is tough love. I'm just trying to tell you what I would have needed if I were in your situation. And then the question from today: did anything change when you stopped symptoms like a lot of movement? So it depends on, do you mean mentally or physically? So I'm just going to answer both. Mentally, yes, 100%. The longer I did it over the years, I just felt like, wow, I thought I needed this so much to maintain weight, but I don't need it at all. And so it really rewired things in my brain. And now physically, yes, it really did my body well. It really did need a lot of rest. And then you said that you eat like when you're at home and not not in the sport or exercise mode, that you eat 2,300 to 3,000 calories. You mean if I gained weight. So I did gain weight once I really went into 100% all in recovery, full recovery. And that was not easy for me, and it came on quick. You're going to see that throughout my what I ate videos. And I really had to struggle with that, but it stopped at one point without me changing anything. And I still eat according to my mental hunger just as much as when I started the full recovery with the extreme hunger and stuff. And so the point is, I am not knowing what how much I am eating. I do know that it is the minimum, at least, because it's so easy by what I eat. And that's about it. I have just completely detached the movement or the exercise from my intake. So I hope this helped. Please let me know. Also, the person, I'm not going to mention your name, but if you have any more questions, don't hesitate to ask them. #AskMiri below for everyone else as well. And give this a thumbs up if you want more comments answered in a video, or a thumbs down if you have anything to complain. And I will see you next video. Bye.